I'm going to drop the heights a bit more, or instead, I'm going to change the interval. Change the x interval. Put that to 5. Okay, that's a little better. And see this red line right here? That is supposed to be the current road surface. So if you wanted to build it with that road surface at that elevation, you would have to fill from the ground, which is green, up to the red. And so where are you going to get all that dirt, and paying for all that dirt to pull in to do that fill is going to be very expensive. And also, so the purpose of vertical curves is to put in curves to basically sculpt the road. So I'm going to click on this profile first, and then I'm going to pull up the vertical curve tool and hit get selected. Says that I'm going to pull data from what's selected. And what went in there is the length of the road that it's found. And all right, so the road starts at 0 elevation, and because it's totally flat, it also ends at a 0 elevation. I'm not going to change those right now, but I'm going to tell the software that I want to put in a curve. Let's put it in at station 45. And I'm going to make its length, that's 5 plus 5, 35. I'm going to make its length 20. What that is supposed to do is start the road at the initial elevation, and it's going to bring it down to the elevation I want it to be, and it's going to bring it back up to the end elevation that's already there. So the station I want is 45. The elevation is going to be, where are we here? Let's say that's 0, so let's pull it down to -1. -1, and its length is going to be 20. Okay, let's add. And it's saying that I added the station at 45, elevation -1, length 20. And if you look at the, oh, there's 2 red ones. It looks like it didn't delete the other one. I gotta fix that. So starting at elevation 0 at the beginning, there's a new red line that comes down and down and down to 45, and then it starts back up again.
I see. So it doesn't actually perfectly match it, but
it's not going to.
Okay.
Because if you look at trying to match along the surface, that's a pretty bumpy road.
Okay.
So that's why you just put in a few curves. Let's see if I can undo that.
So your algorithm is set up so that it prevents the user from creating too bumpy of a road? Or
no, what it allows is for the user to decide how the road is going to be laid out. So let's see, I'm going to remove this, so it goes back to the old one, and I'm going to change the initial elevation to -1, because that's still fill. To counteract the fill, we're going to start the road at an elevation -1. Leave the curve in as the same. Now when I click add, this new road is actually starting at -1 rather than 0. It comes along for a ways, and after it gets to 45, it starts to come back up again. So that you're not filling up here at the beginning anymore, at least not as much.
Okay.
And then at the end, it starts to come back up to the 0 where it was before.